Okay everyone, how's it going? It's me here again, and this time I'm going to be talking to you about Cloverfield. Now, this one isn't so much of a horror movie, I should say. I still kind of count it as one. It's a found footage film, which I've never really liked found footage films, but this is pretty much one of my two favorite ones. And this one takes place in New York City, where it's this movie that's kind of done in segments, really. It says from the personal view of a camcorder. It's found footage, and it's kind of done in segments here and there. It kind of skips to everything, but pretty much it kind of starts out at a party for a farewell tour for one of their friends who's moving to Japan. Sometime along the way, they end up seeing shaking and power outages and stuff, and it's supposedly, the news says, an oil tanker has crash landed into the island. But when they get out, they see the Statue of Liberty's head flying, because, oil tanker can hit that a long ways. And they eventually see kind of down the street what might be a monster just destroying the buildings and stuff. And that's one of the reasons I love this. It's a giant monster destroying buildings. I love that, especially in stuff like Godzilla. So along the way, they're actually, everyone's running in the streets and stuff. They're all running. The creature destroys the freaking Brooklyn Bridge. One of the friends ends up getting killed, the one they're actually doing the farewell party for, and they end up having to go and find Beth, because apparently she got stuck in one of her buildings, and along the way they end up finding that the National Guard is trying to fight this monster, and it's just, of course, it's not working. This giant creature is just still going on its full rampage, and you really don't see it so much in the beginning. You kind of see it on a TV, but you don't really see much of it. You might hear the roars and everything, or just quick glimpses of it, but it's kind of like the newer Godzilla movie. You don't really see it till farther in the end. And so they end up having to go into this tunnel to try to kind of skip and avoid the giant creature, because, let's go in the subway, the giant creature's not there. Doesn't turn out that way. There's actually little parasitic insects that are in there, kind of just waiting for them, and they're kind of killing people off as they're there. So, of course, they're running. When they eventually do get to the apartment where their friend Beth is at, they end up finding that she's impaled. And this is another time when you do get to see the monster. You kind of get to see the glimpse and the size of it and everything. It's not as big as Godzilla, but it's pretty huge. And they see it kind of coming towards the building that they're in, because it's making its way there. And, of course, you kind of just get to see the destruction that's causing here and there. So, eventually they make it to the park, and there is when all of a sudden they nuke the place. The army's nuked it because they can't stop the monster, and very much the last thing you see is just of the monster from the point of view of a camera, and it's really not that bad of a film. I actually really enjoyed it. If you like found footage or monster films, you'll probably like this too. It's pretty much just one of those monsters that can't really be stopped, and everyone pretty much ends up getting killed. So that's all for now, and I will see you guys next time.